What's up guys, I'm back and today I'm really excited because I'm finally going to be sharing my review of the iPhone 15 Pro Max with you guys. I've had this phone for the past about a month or so and I've been using it continuously, and I thought why not make a video about it and share it with you guys since that's what everybody's doing right now. Now keep in mind that all of the footage that you see in this video, like right now, I've shot it on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's the front cam, iPhone 15 Pro Max, 30 FPS HD cinematic mode. I am coming from an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 15 Pro Max, and you see all these videos of these YouTubers who are changing their iPhones or changing their phones every year. And this is kind of, I think this would be an authentic review because I am coming from an iPhone 11 to an iPhone 15 Pro Max. So what were the challenges? What's the good? What's the bad? What are the improvements? Not everybody upgrades their phone every year or even every 2 years. So I'm coming from an iPhone 11. I've upgraded to the iPhone 15 Pro Max after 4 years. I think that would be a genuine review. So I hope you guys are excited. I am excited because this is my first Pro Max phone. This is actually my first Pro phone, Pro iPhone. So yeah, let's get started. Coming from the iPhone 11 to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, there were obviously a lot of differences that I observed, and I've written them all down on this piece of paper. I'm not going to do this like all B-roll and and cinematic kind of stuff. I've just written them down and I'll just say it out loud in front of the camera. Okay, so coming from the iPhone 11, the number one thing that I observed was that the transfer process was very easy. So you just transfer your old iPhone to your new iPhone, and a couple of minutes later my iPhone 11 was complete data of my iPhone 11 was transferred to my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and my iPhone 15 Pro Max, at least from the inside, software wise, was looking exactly like my iPhone 11. You feel at home really soon when you transfer your old iPhone to your new iPhone, and that's pretty convenient. I mean, you do have to add your passwords and everything when you transfer your phone, because the passwords, not every app would support the password login, at least I guess in Gmail and in UPI apps like your Google Pay and stuff. I had to log in again, and that was a bit of a hassle, but it was. And main thing that I observed was MagSafe. This MagSafe thing is amazing. The iPhone 11 did not have it, and the iPhone 15 Pro Max has MagSafe. So the first thing that I did was I bought a case, a MagSafe compatible case. I bought a case from ESR. It's a company, it makes good cases. I've made a video about it on my channel. Please go and see that. It's a case with a stand, so that's amazing. The second thing I observed was the screen size. The screen size on my iPhone 15 Pro Max is quite big. It's bigger than the iPhone 11, definitely. It's OLED now. So the iPhone 11 was LCD. This is OLED. It is good, like the difference is noticeable. It's not like night and day or anything. It's noticeable. The pixel density, the pixels are even more, but I honestly I did not observe that. The another main thing that I observed is the 120 Hz ProMotion. Okay, so the refresh rate on this phone is 120 Hz, whereas on the iPhone 11 it was 60 Hz. And you know what? In the beginning, I did not observe that, but now after using this 15 Pro Max 120 Hz, when I kind of unlock or use my iPhone 11, it feels really slow. It feels like, oh, there's something wrong with this. Why is it lagging? So, it's basically just habituation. I guess, you get habituated to using the 120 Hz and then everything seems slow. So that is a big thing that I observed. The third one is camera. Okay, so the cameras on this phone are completely new. 48 megapixel, and the telephoto is 5x, and the wide angle is also improved compared to the 12 megapixel and just the ultra wide on the iPhone 11. Also, the camera hump is pretty big. The cameras are very gigantic. The iPhone 11 was very small. The cameras are also improved a lot. It's not like night and day, but the 5x is really good. What I saw is that the 5x telephoto that Apple is pushing as 120mm is a really nice lens. I have a keen interest in photography. I like taking photos, and what I found is because of the 5x, I kind of started using the 5x lens much more. I was using it a lot. I was taking a lot of zoom photos, zoom portraits, and those came out really nice. The 5x on this is really good, and you will find if you have an interest in photography, you will find yourself using the 5x lens much more. It's a great lens. Video is amazing. As you can see, this is the front camera, cinematic mode. It's amazing. It looks good. The blur is pretty nice. It's doing a great job at blurring the background. It almost seems like a DSLR. The front video is also good through all the cameras. So it's good. It's good stuff. I mean, not that the iPhone 11 was bad. The iPhone 11 was really good, but it's just that, you know, I'm getting 5x is really good and the main camera is really good. To call it just an incremental upgrade would be doing it disservice, but it's a much greater incremental upgrade. You know, I guess if you would take photos in daylight, you would not probably be able to differentiate between this and that. It's really when, you know, in the challenging situations like in low light and, you know, in medium light, that this phone really shines, and because of the 48 megapixels you can really zoom into the photos. I'll share some photos later on in the video so you can see the photos. I recently went to a trip to the city named Shimla. It's a great city in India and I took a lot of pictures, so I'll be sharing them. The other thing that I noticed was the bezels. The bezels on this phone are really small. Like, you know, I had the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 had big bezels compared to the iPhone 10 and 10s or the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max, but this one is even smaller than the Pro versions, so that was one thing that I quickly noticed. So that's a good thing to have. Titanium on this iPhone is, I don't know, I mean, it looks cool, but, you know, I think it's more like a marketing thing, because, you know, if I did not know, because I'm a Apple fanboy and I know a lot of things that Apple does, and, you know, what's happening with the new iPhone and stuff, I'm kind of updated about everything. I already knew that this is titanium, but I think, you know, if you show this phone, this 15 Pro Max, to someone who does not even know that this is titanium, I don't think they would understand between titanium or aluminium. You know, even in fact, I think that the stainless steel was kind of better because it was shinier, and, you know, you could quickly see that this is a different material. Than this is not aluminium. This is definitely something else. Whereas, you know, this titanium, it kind of looks more like aluminium, much similar to aluminium. It's just that because Apple has good marketing, everybody knows that this is titanium and everybody's like, oh my god, titanium. The other main thing that I observed on this phone is the battery life. The battery life is just amazing. When I got my iPhone 11, I remember that its battery life was also amazing. This one is on the same level, you know. It gives me like 6-7 hours of screen on time. The iPhone 11 was also giving me the same. I did not have any heating issues with my phone. The phone is not overheating or anything, so I think that was software. But yeah, the battery is pretty good, which you expect out of a new phone. I mean, you know, it's a new phone. It has to be. Last but not the least, USB-C. USB-C is amazing. I had to carry a lightning cable everywhere I went, but now even in my office right now, I can charge my iPad Pro and my MacBook and my iPhone with the same cable. So that is amazing. Really good welcome change. Thank you for doing that. Action button is also nice to have. You know, I use it for do not disturb. You can use it for camera and, you know, flashlight and, you know, shortcuts and other things, but I normally use it for do not disturb, which is emergency SOS. Is a feature that I did not have on the iPhone 11. I have on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, but it does not work in India, so I don't know what to do with it. Crash detection is also another feature that this phone has, and I hope I don't have to use it, but it is good to know that it has that. The other thing which is subtle and I noticed is that Face ID on the iPhone 15 Pro Max also works horizontally. You kept your phone like this, and, you know, you are like on the table against a bottle or something, and, you know, you want to open it, you have to do this. Now you don't have to do that, so it's good. So yeah, it is all about the tiny incremental upgrades. When you come from an iPhone 11, they become really huge. You know, there are a lot of upgrades in this phone and it is absolutely worth it. I'm really enjoying my time with this phone. I've taken thousands of photos with this phone, which is a bit abnormal, but I'm loving it. By the way, the camera also has this ProRes and Apple Log, which you know, I'm not much of a pro photographer or pro at anything, but you know, people are really appreciating the log. But, you know, the major reason that I shifted from the iPhone 11 to this iPhone 15 Pro Max was the battery life. My iPhone 11 battery life was really bad. It was shit. It is at 78% right now. So I think if my battery life was good on this iPhone 11, I would not have upgraded to this new phone. But I decided to upgrade, and obviously with this upgrade comes new features, a lot of new features, so I am enjoying them as well. So we'll finally have a look at some of the photos that I took during my trip to Shimla. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.